Om Shanti. Good morning. Greetings from Madhuban on the auspicious day of our ascension of Dadi G. And today, when Dadi attained this stage of perfection, it all reminds us about the time that after she left, the services worldwide became or took a great pace. So it reminds us that we should also increase the pace in our efforts. Baba has always been signaling about the time. And together with that, we also realize the time is coming closer and closer. Dadiji's life was like an ideal Brahmin life. Since the beginning, she never considered herself to be someone special. But she always had this feeling, I'm an instrument. And being an instrument, she always realized that there has to be humility, because when an instrument is there, definitely there can't be ego. But the humble nature that she had made her so great. And that is why she was loved by the whole Brahmin family worldwide. Because of her humility, there was that innocence. And she realized the specialities of each and every soul and made them move forward on the basis of that speciality. Whenever I think of Dadi G, I always see that how she made each and every one feel they are special. And that is why igniting their qualities and making them move forward. When I see my life, I also realize that she played a great role in making me move forward in my endeavors, in my efforts, in my creating this Brahmin life. She always made me feel so special being in Madhuban. She was the one who made me Madhuban Nivasi. And I always feel special being there under her canopy. Since the day I got dedicated and completely dedicated my life for Baba's service, I think I was the first Brahma Kumari after Brahma Baba who dedicated the life in Madhuban. And she was so happy that day that Madhuban has got a Kumari. Mostly all sisters, they dedicate at the centers and become teachers. But I was that fortunate one who dedicated in Madhuban. So Didi and Manmohini, Didi and Dadi, they were both so happy that today Madhuban got a Kumari. And we can use this Kumari for whatever service Baba has planned for. So initially, she sent me to Bombay, and for 12 years I stayed in Bombay. And then she brought me again to Madhuban. Now Madhuban has the right on you. And because Gyan Sarovar and all the special services started after that, from 91 onwards, she had this feeling that as Madhuban is increasing, we need more hands. Alone Shilu Ben and Shashi Ben cannot be everywhere. So then she said, now you change your address from Bombay, from Hyderabad to Madhuban. But still at that time also she had this thought, if you want to be in a center life, Dadi will not stop you. Dadi is asking you, would you be Madhuban Nivasi? Whatever your heart says. So she said, this is Dadi's wish, but still Dadi is asking you. That was her humility. She did not force anyone to be, okay, you have to go. Although she had the authority, she was everything after Baba. She can order anyone, you have to stay here, you have to go here, you have to do this. But she never ordered. She never used this authority. She always used to very humbly say, this is Dadi's desire, but still Dadi's wanting to see what your desire is. If you want to stay at the center, Dadi will not stop you. But Dadi's desire is that you be a Madhuban Nivasi. So that is when I said, whatever Dadi desires, that's Baba's desire. So I will definitely accept what Dadi desires. And after being in Madhuban also, she started shaping my life in such a way that every moment, whatever step we take, it makes us realize what would Dadi have done. How would Dadi have done this? And this is how we are able to bring that fragrance of Dadi in our lives also. Every now and then, Dadi made each Madhuban Nivasi feel so special. Everybody's speciality, Dadi used to make them blossom. Should not remain just as a bud, but she used to make them blossom so that they were able to spread that fragrance worldwide. And Baba's Murli today is also on Dadi's quality. Dadi's special quality was truthfulness. Her heart was so pure and true. And today Baba is also talking about truthfulness according to the time. And making our drishti, our attitude, our actions be in the unlimited, not in the limited sense. When I was going through today's Murli, it made me realize that this Murli was after 9/11. So the previous Murli was also, last Sunday's Murli was also on 9/11. But this was like the first Murli of the season So Baba is trying to see how double foreigners still arrived in Madhuban, because during that time there was so much of fear that people were not ready to travel also. Many cancelled their travel plans. So Baba was appreciating all those who had reached Madhuban and were with Baba. So Baba says the time is giving the signal, nature is also giving the signal, and so we need to understand the signals of time. Now, although this Murli was in 2001, but makes us feel that now really the time is very close. So we have to make our efforts accordingly. So we shall listen to Baba's this revised Murli, Avyakta Bapdada of 4th November 2001. And today is 25th August 24. So the title of the Murli is Be Truthful, and according to the time, ignite the lamp of the determined thought to make your attitude, vision, and actions unlimited. Today, Bap Dada, the ocean of love, has come to celebrate a meeting with his extremely lovely, long lost, and now found sweetest children. Baba is seeing all the lovely children from different lands, and he is like the ocean of love, celebrating the meeting today. All of you have also come to celebrate a meeting, have you not? You have come running because everyone felt as time is coming closer, so let us run to Madhuban. So Bap Dada has also come running to meet you children. All of you have come from this world, and Bap Dada, where has he come from? Bap Dada has come from the land beyond and from the subtle world. Shiv Baba comes from the land beyond, and Brahma Baba from the subtle world. So who has come from the farthest land? Who resides the furthest away? Do the double foreigners reside the furthest away? No, the Father is the furthest away of all. He resides the farthest away, very far away. This time, Bap Dada is very proud about one thing. And what is that thing? He's very proud of one thing about the double foreigners and the Bharatvasi children. What is Baba proud about? What is Baba proud about? Tell Baba, seeing the courage of the children, especially the courage of the double foreigners, double foreign children, Bap Dada is very proud of how, no matter what the situation may be, you arrive here to meet the Father. You have arrived here, you were shown that game in the drama. Baba says, you were shown that game in the drama. Although everybody was in upheavals, but still, Baba's children came running to Madhuban. But even the drama could not prevent the meeting between the father and the children. Therefore, Bap Dada is specially showering blessings on the children who have such courage. Bap Dada is showering special blessings on the children who have such courage. Today, at this moment, any of your children can receive whatever blessing you want. This is Baba's guarantee. At this moment, any of your children can receive whatever blessing you want, and you will receive it easily. So that is Baba's guarantee. But in order to bring that blessing into practical form, Baba is showing the method. But you have to repeatedly remember this blessing in your heart at Amrit Vela. At Amrit Vela, we need to revise that blessing in our heart. That is the method to make that blessing work practically. So, whatever blessing we want to receive, we can, and Baba guarantees that we can receive it easily, but you have to repeatedly remember this blessing in your heart at Amrit Vela and in your Karma Yogi stage. During the day also, we have to remember it again and again. Don't become disheartened. You have received the blessing. What constantly sparkles in the center of your physical eyes? What sparkles in the center of everyone's eyes? So is the point in your eyes constantly sparkling. In the same way, constantly keep the Father, the point in your eyes. Keep the Father, the point always in the eyes. You're able to do this, are you not? Or is it difficult? And somebody said, Baba, it's easy. So just as the physical point is constant, in the same way, let the Father, the point, also be constantly merged in your eyes. Let that point be merged in your eyes. Have you merged him? He's confirming, is asking. Have you merged him? Has he fitted in them? Has he fitted in your eyes? He will not come out, will he? If the Father, the point, is constantly merged in your eyes, then your eyes cannot be attracted to anything else. So that is the main point we underline. If he is merged and he cannot be removed, but if he is merged, then these eyes cannot be attracted to anything in the world. So if the Father, the point, is constantly merged in your eyes, then your eyes cannot be attracted to anything else. You will become free from having to labor. The second sign, if he is in the eyes, fitted in the eyes, then you become free from having to labor. Your vision will not go in any other direction. You will become completely safe. No matter what happens, let the Father, the point, be constantly merged in your eyes. So three special things. When the Father is merged in the eyes cannot be attracted anywhere. You are free from laboring, and it will make you completely safe. Nothing can ever happen. So Baba says, your vision will not go in any other direction and you will become completely safe no matter what happens. Let the Father, the point, be constantly merged in your eyes. If he is constantly merged in your eyes, then it will only be he who is constantly merged in your heart. What is merged in the eyes is merged in the heart. So, to merge Bap Dada in your heart and in your eyes is the way to please him. To keep him in your heart and in your eyes is the way to please him. So how can we please Baba? So to merge Bap Dada in your heart and in your eyes is the way to please him, the Lord. Do you think that Bap Dada, the Lord, is pleased? Do you think that the Lord is pleased with you? To what percentage? Baba is asking the children, to what percentage do you think that the Lord is pleased with you? And somebody said 99%. And some said 75%. Baba says it is thanks to you. It is very easy to please Bap Dada. The easy way to please Bap Dada is to have an honest heart, a truthful heart, an honest heart. The Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Be truthful in every action. Truth is greatness. Those who have an honest heart will constantly understand all the secrets. The Hindi word is Rasyukta. So those who have an honest heart will constantly understand all secrets in their thoughts, words, actions, relationships, and connections. At all 5 levels. In the thoughts, words, actions, relationship, and connection. That is, they will understand the secrets and act and move along accordingly. They'll act and move along accordingly. The sign of your being Rasyukt, knowing all the secrets, and recognizing to what extent you are Rasyukt is that by knowing the secrets, you'll never become upset. Those who are Rasyukt, Baba is rhyming them, they will never be naraz. Naraz means they'll never be upset with anyone. With your thoughts, attitude, awareness of vision. Why? Those who know their own nature and sanskars as well as those of others are Rasyukta. Therefore, the way to please the Father is to move along while being Rasyukta, knowing all the secrets. To be Rasyukta means not to get upset with yourself or to upset others. They are never naraz. They are never upset with the self nor with others. Baba says, according to the time, constantly keep your mind and intellect pure and clean even in your dreams. Keep your mind and intellect pure, clean even in your dreams. Some children say in their heart-to-heart conversations, Bap Dada gives the powers, but the powers are not used at the right time. Baba is giving all the powers, but that powers are not used according to time at the right time. Because of having in particular the relationship of a companion with all the children, Bap Dada specially gives extra help at such a time. Why he gives us extra help? Because Baba says the Father is responsible to make you children complete and take you back with him. This is the Father's responsibility. So he gives help, extra help when needed. It is the Father is responsible to make you children complete and take you back with him. the father is responsible. Therefore, the father especially fulfills his responsibility at such a time. But sometimes the father is giving the help at the right time, but sometimes the switch of catching power, the switch of catching power of the minds of the children is switched off. So they don't receive that help because the switch of catching power is switched off. So Baba is giving the help, but we are not receiving that help because the switch is switched off. But sometimes the switch of the catching power of the minds of the children is switched off. So what can the father do? The father still tries to put the switch on. But what happens? But it takes time. The father also cannot switch on. But it takes time. This is why when the switch is on, when the switch is switched on, you say, I shouldn't have done that. The realization comes in. I shouldn't have done that, but it happened. Therefore, constantly keep the switch of your catching power on. You refer to this as your touching and catching power. Baba's touching and our catching power. Maya tries to switch it off. She switches it off in a second and goes away. Maya switches off and goes away. Therefore, just as the time has been becoming increasingly delicate, the time is becoming delicate, so it will become even more so. Time is becoming delicate day by day. You are not afraid, are you? Seeing the delicate times, you're not afraid, are you? Bap Dada also asked you earlier, why did you celebrate the year? That year was celebrated as, what year did you celebrate? Of transforming the world by transforming the sanskars. When I change, the world changes. That was the theme. So Baba says, of transforming the world by transforming your sanskars. Is this firm? You have celebrated it, have you not? Or have you forgotten it? And somebody said, we are still celebrating it. When we change, the world changes. So since the children have had a firm thought of transformation, nature is asking the Father. Nature is asking the Father, although I am making preparations for the cleansing, those who are instrument for the cleansing begin to have thoughts while doing everything. Nature is preparing for cleansing the world. But what happens? Those who are instrument, what happens to them? Those who are instruments for the cleansing begin to have thoughts while doing everything. They are confused. The instruments are confused as to whether to do it or not, whether to do everything quickly or slowly. So what should I do? So nature is asking the Father, what should I do? The instruments are confused. Since nature is asking, what response should Bap Dada give to nature? Baba is asking the children, now what should I say to nature? What response should Bap Dada give to nature? Double furnace speak? Baba is asking the double furnace. Speak up. And somebody said, let us wait a little. Baba says that is not a good answer. If the double foreigners wait a little longer, they won't be able to catch the plane. The last plane to Madhuban. They won't be able to catch the plane. Now you were able to catch the plane. And you slept while coming by plane because the whole plane was empty. People cancelled their reservations. So the plane was empty. So brothers and sisters who came to Madhuban, they were sleeping on the 4 seats together. You slept while coming by plane, did you not? You came here comfortably, did you not? Out of the whole gathering, did anyone have any difficulty while coming here? Raise your hands. And someone said that their plane returned back. It came halfway and it returned back without taking off. So Baba says, but you arrived on time. Although the flight went back, but you arrived on time. That was the matter of courage. That was the determination and the courage. So that was a matter of courage. Those who were a little afraid just sat there. You had the determined thought that you had to come, and so you arrived here. Only one plane returned. Baba says, only one plane returned. That's all. That doesn't matter. You will receive something better later on. Now, as you move forward, don't make nature and those who are cleansing have more thoughts. Because even now, those who are carrying out establishment sometimes have many thoughts. What should we do? What are their thoughts? What should we do? Should we do it like this? Should we do it or not do it? Will it all be right or not? It should be very clear. Baba says the mind should be so clear, yes or no. No other thought, no confusion. It should be as clear as to what is right and what is wrong. Therefore, because you are celebrating this year, nature will make preparations. It is doing that even now. However, the souls who are instruments for establishment should not take time in thinking about anything in terms of the self or others. You should receive clear touchings in a second. Baba says, you should receive clear touchings in a second. How much time does it take to put a dot? Dot to waste. And clear. Yes or no? So how much time does it take to put a dot? And someone said a second. When you put a dot in your practical life, does it take a second? When anything happens, and to apply a dot at that time in our practical life, does it take a second or it takes a long time? It does take some time, isn't it? It doesn't take second. So when you put a dot in your practical life, does it take a second? Does it take a second to put a dot, full stop, to any situation or to stabilize in that stage of a dot? Does it take a second? In practical terms, does it take less than a second? Or a second? Or a minute? Or an hour? For instance, when a situation comes in front of you, does it take a second to put a dot to that? Pandavas, does it take a second? Baba is asking the Pandavas, does it take a second or it takes some time? Huh? Less than a second. Oh, very beautiful. Huh? So somebody said, sometimes it takes the Pandav time to put a full stop. Baba says all of them, Shaktis, are saying that it takes a second. And what do the Shaktis say? A second? Yes. So Baba says, do the Shaktis have that power? And somebody said, the Pandavas are speaking the truth. And Baba would never accept that, that the Shaktis are not speaking the truth. Baba says, no, both are truthful. Baba takes the side of the Shaktis. Both are truthful because they may be able to put a dot now, whereas you are unable to put a dot now. Pandavas take some time. Therefore, there is a difference, but otherwise, all are truthful. You are those with honest hearts. Yes? Baba is giving the compliment. You are all with honest hearts. Acha, the hall is full. People are even sitting below, but they are in front of Bap Dada. History hall and meditation hall, all were full in Pandav Bhavan. However, those from this land and abroad are sitting and remembering that Bap Dada has come to Madhuban. They are seeing everything with the binoculars of their far-sighted vision. They are seeing with the binoculars of their far-sighted vision. Those who have not even arrived, but they still are seeing Bap Dada. They too are now coming in front of Bap Dada, even while sitting far away. In their minds, they are in Madhuban. These facilities of yours, the facilities of the corporeal world, can fluctuate, but this spiritual, far-sighted vision can never become spoiled. Bap Dada is able to see all the children everywhere in all the centers in front of him. Acha, and it was Diwali time, so Baba is asking, did you celebrate Diwali? The confluence age is the age for celebrating. Whether you become introverted and celebrate in the pleasure of supersensuous joy, whether you celebrate by becoming great donors, in doing service and giving great donations to the soul, whether you have heart-to-heart conversations amongst yourselves, whether you dance and see the specialities of one another when coming into relationship and connection with others, whether you take the fragrance of their specialities, it is a constant celebration. Sangam Yuga is constant celebration. The time of loss has now come to an end. This is not the age for losing, is it? It is now the age for celebrating and earning. It is the age for accumulating. It is not an age of losing. It is an age of celebrating and earning and accumulating. So Bap Dada constantly sees whether you children are celebrating, because you have to celebrate in one way or another. For you have the knowledge of both. At this time, we are celebrating, earning and accumulating. Why? Because you have knowledge of both losing and celebrating at the confluence age. This is why there is significance of celebrating after you have lost everything, after you have lost something. Now put a full stop to losing. Baba says, now put a full stop to losing. Stop. Don't lose anything. Don't waste even one thought. Don't lose or waste even a thought. If you lose at the time of earning, then when would you earn? You won't have any time afterwards. Check what the biggest treasure is of all the treasures that you have. Let the treasures of thoughts, time, and this knowledge come into your practical life. The treasures of thoughts, time, and knowledge come into your practical life. To relate and listen to this knowledge is the first stage. Listen to this knowledge and relate it is the first stage. However, Gyan means this knowledge. What do you say this knowledge is? This knowledge is light and might. Light and might. You say this, do you not? So the meaning of Gyan and this knowledge is that when you have light and might in your thoughts, words, and actions, you are then said to be knowledgeful. And that light and might appears in every action, then you are said to be knowledgeful. Baba is looking at the Kumaris. You Kumaris are going to become knowledgeful, are you not? Don't become those who just give the course. Don't become those who just give lectures. Along with that, also have the light and might of this knowledge in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Bap Dada has special love for the Kumaris. Why? Why Baba has special love for the Kumaris? You have made the decision of your life. You have made the decision for your life. You have taken the decision, have you not? Or do you still have to decide? Have you given this a lot of thought? Or will you think about it when you go back? If you have thought about this firmly, then congratulations. If you have thought about it and you are firm, then Baba says congratulations. Look, you will receive so many ready-made hands. Baba is saying to Dadis, you receive so many ready-made hands. Kumaris who are here for the training, raise your hands. Many Kumaris had come for training. How many are there? And somebody said to Baba, 80. Who are those who are not yet engaged in doing service? Those who are not yet looking after centers, raise your hands. I. Baba says, I. Count them, half of them. Acha, you'll receive this many hands, will you not? Right hands or left hands? You will become right hands, will you not? That is good. You are Kumaris, and so Bap Dada gives you Kumaris the home of the center, and you have also found the husband. It rhymes in Hindi, Gar and Var. So Baba says you have got the center as the home and the husband. You always need a home and a husband. You Kumaris have now found your husband, and you will now also receive a home. You'll receive a center. Kumars also receive them. Kumars also receive them. Kumars think, why should we be left behind? You are not behind, you are at the front. Kumars are not behind, they are at the front. Service cannot continue without the Kumars. Look at any center. If there aren't any hardworking Kumars, the sisters aren't able to do anything. Both are essential. Baba values each and every soul. Both are essential. This is why, Baba says, this is why the name of the Pandavas also come. This is why there is the name of the Pandavas and also the name of the Shaktis. There are the names of both of you. Acha, at this time, each one of you has to be merciful and a bestower and definitely bestow something to every soul. Whether you bestow by serving with your mind or with your good wishes, whether you bestow with the attitude of giving, the elevated current of power, Sakash, whether you bestow by speaking powerful spiritual words, whether you bestow with your loving relationship and connections, let no soul remain deprived. Whether we serve to the mind, with the attitude, with the words, or with the connections and relationships. Let no soul remain deprived. Be bestowers, be merciful. They are crying out. All the souls in the world are crying out. They are crying out in front of the Father in their own languages. Give us peace. Give us love. Give us love from your heart. Show us rays of happiness. How would the Father give this? They're all speaking in their own languages. Baba is listening to them. So how would the Father give this? He would only give this through you children. Baba says, He can only give this through you children. Would He not? All of you are the Father's right hands. When anything is given, it is given with the hands. So all of you are the Father's right hands. Are you not? Are you Pandav's right hands? All of those many right hands are the memorial of you right hands. Do you know what the memorial of so many right hands is? Have you seen the picture of the variety form image? How many hands are shown in that? So many, unlimited. Your picture of the right hand, Kumaris, your picture is also there in that, is it not? Therefore, the Father would now enable a drop of happiness and peace to be given to the souls through you right hands, would He not? If you don't give those poor, helpless ones even a drop, they will remain so desperate. Now go beyond all limited things. Don't waste your time on limited things and limited sanskars. Today, Bap Dada is still giving the signal with merciful feelings to all the children, whether they are sitting here or at the centers, whether in this land or abroad. Bap Dada has been seeing for a very long time all the limited things, limited natures and sanskars, the sanskars of being mischievous, the cleverness and carelessness of all the children. Baba is saying the mischievous, the cleverness and the carelessness of all the children. Some children think everything is fine. Who is seeing? Who knows anything? However, up to now, Bap Dada has been merciful. Baba is becoming official. Bap Dada has been merciful. Therefore, while seeing and hearing everything, he has been merciful. However, Bap Dada asks, for how long will Bap Dada remain merciful? For how long? Do you want more time? Even time is asking the Father. Nature is asking the Father. Time is also asking the Father. Ultimately, for how long? Even nature is asking. Give a response. Respond. Even now, it is still the form of the Father that is continuing. He is the teacher and the Satguru anyway. However, it is the form of the Father that is continuing. The part of the ocean of forgiveness is being enacted. But what if the part of Dharamraj begins? Baba's part of the ocean of forgiveness is being enacted. But what if the part of Dharamraj begins? What will you do? Bap Dada's wish is that even in the part of Dharamraj, the sounds of Wa children, Wa should echo in the ears. Even in the part of Dharamraj, the sounds of Wa children, Wa should echo in the ears. At that time, don't complain to the Father. Baba, you didn't tell us. Otherwise, we would have become ready. Therefore, now don't waste time over limited trivial things, over nature and sanskars. Don't think everything is moving along fine. Baba says, don't think everything is moving along fine. Everything is okay. No, it is all accumulating. Everything is accumulating. It is accumulating twofold, threefold, 100-fold. It is not fine as it is. Therefore, light the lamp of this determined thought in your heart. From limited, you have to make your attitude, vision, and actions unlimited. This is why Bap Dada says you have to make it like that. Today, Baba is saying you have to make it like that. What will he say later? What will he say later? Too late. Look at the time. Look at the service. Service is increasing and time is running ahead fast. However, are you yourself in the limited or in the unlimited? Don't chase after limited things. Then the unlimited attitude and the stage of self-respect will chase after you. Bap Dada is content with whatever you have done up to now this year. He's also giving you thanks. However, now give them an experience in service you do. Make them into moths. Make them into moths who surrender to the flame. Whether you make them cooperative or companions, let them become something. Open the mind of experiences. It has been good up to now, but they shouldn't simply become moths who circle around and go away. Strong moths will be created by giving them the course of experience. Up to now, they have the experience. This is very good. It is like heaven. This is real Gyan. This is knowledge. The result of service is good to this extent. Now become an embodiment of experience and give them an experience. To be one who gives an experience means to have a direct relationship with the Father. Now create such experienced moths. Congratulations for having created cooperative souls. Now create even more. So far they believe that this is the place where there can be attainment, but you must forge. So they believe that this is the place where there can be attainment, but you must forge at least a little connection with the Father. Let them have a little connection with the Father. We have to forge that, so that they continue to run after the flame. This year, in service you do, Bap Dada especially wants you to give the course of giving an experience. It is through this that there will be visions and the Father will be revealed in a practical way. Did you hear what you have to do? Did you receive the plan? Now we shall see what the result of this year will be. Acha, to all the extremely elevated souls everywhere who are seated on Bap Dada's heart throne, to the unlimited transformer souls who constantly change their limited nature and sanskars, to those who don't waste even a second or thought, to the intense effort-making children who accumulate, to those who are constantly merciful and bestowers who bestow a drop of something or other to the other souls, whether they are Brahmin souls or thirsty souls, to those who give a current of power to such children who have big hearts, lots and lots and lots and lots of love and remembrances and namaste from Bap Dada. The spiritual children says, namaste to the spiritual father. Bap Dada's blessing for us children today is, may you be free from laziness and carelessness. May you be free from laziness and carelessness and fulfill the responsibility of benefiting the world with zeal and enthusiasm. May you be free from laziness and carelessness and fulfill the responsibility of benefiting the world with zeal and enthusiasm. Whether you are new or old, to be a Brahmin means to take the responsibility of benefiting the world. Whenever you have a responsibility, you fulfill it quickly. But when you have no responsibility, you become careless. Responsibility finishes laziness and carelessness. Those who have zeal and enthusiasm are tireless. They continue to increase the zeal and enthusiasm in others with their own faces and activities. Today's slogan is, to use the powers according to the time means to be a knowledgeable and yogi soul. To use the powers according to the time means to be a knowledgeable and yogi soul. Today is the anniversary of our beloved Dadi Prakashmani. Just as Dadi G was truthful in every action and pleased the true Lord with her honest heart and was seated on his heart throne, similarly we have to become like Dadi G. This is our true loving tribute to Dadi G. I'll get the signals.